Hello, this is George Senda. I hope this works. I'm going back to the old way, the ancient way. And where's the volume on this thing? I don't know. I cannot. YouTube keeps turning my videos for the OBS into future videos that never get published, and it's really annoying. All right, this is. Oh, it is going. Good. This is man being roasted to death in here. It is really super hot right now. It's 88 outside. It's 83 in here. It's 75 in my bedroom, and I have to turn on. I have 7 fans going here, and I have to turn them all off. This is Pittsburgh unboxing. I got up saying, I have a feeling the Amazon guy is here. I have 3 packages. I'm doing 3 different videos, and he was coming up the stairs with a gigantic bin. I made him laugh. I said, can I have that for my laundry, please? And I said, gee, I've never had one where it's almost filled up, and it's like death out there. So he was saying, we are in the truck, and we have to keep turning off the air conditioning every time we have to make a delivery. I noticed you guys roll the windows down. Why don't you put a piece of plastic sheeting in the window so that you don't have to roll the window down? And then when you get out of the truck, you've still got air conditioning, because that way you could just put on some kind of a flap or something. And he looked at me and said, I never thought about that. Get in and out, you could still retain some of the cold, maybe. I don't know. All right, we have 2 items here. I don't know how I'm going to do this one, because I have to figure out where I'm going to put it, which means I have to clear my whole computer desk. And Paul, my friend Paul, was talking to me, you need to write stuff down. I do forget, then I can't find it. I didn't like this. They should have put this in something a little more sturdy. Like a piece of cardboard on both sides. So kind of bent it. I don't know if you can see that. But what this is a desktop like the old things you would use when I was in my childhood. Everybody had a felt thing on the desk. They're right in ink, not in ballpoint pen, but in inkwell ink pens. And they would have the blotter paper under there, so if you had spills, and they would be made of blotter paper and leather, usually green blotter paper. This is back in 1962, 1957, the ancient days of communicating, where you actually wrote a letter. You didn't type it, you didn't have a computer, you didn't have email, you didn't have a cell phone, none of that. We have old school Bakelite black phones. So I used to have one when I was a kid. I had a desk and everything. So this is July. And what this is, it's one for every month. I'm just going to go to 1. I don't want to care. And I don't know how they expect you to put this little rinky-dink thing with little tiny holes. So I may just hang it from that. I can't really do that with a keyboard tray. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with this. So this is August. And I'm always missing doctor's appointments and stuff like that. I do put in my notes, but I can't always see them or find them. So, like, Tuesday's first. Friday, Kathy wants to go to San Francisco. There's even a space, there's notes. What I might do is see if I can go to Pack Mail and somehow get this copied, and then keep a paper copy that I can just stick between my cell phone charger and the AM/FM radio, and that way I can always have a copy of my appointments and stuff, and when I gotta be somewhere. So, and surgery and all the other stuff. So this is the whole year. Let's look at. Yeah, here we go. I think this is it. Yeah. Well, yes. Here's October, our anniversary. So, so that'll be interesting. I'm putting it over here, and it takes up like half the desk. I have no room for my coffee. So I'll figure this one out. That's one. And then we have this one. I'm not going to open it. I'm going to do a separate video. This is a JVC. I thought they were sending me candy for a minute as a gift. Gummy Plus, and these are old style headphones. Not headphones that go over your ears, but the wired thing, because I have my somewhere. I don't know where to put it. Here somewhere. Oh, it's still in my bag. My little AM/FM, weather radio. So I will do a video of this later. This will go in the headphone jack of a little red radio. That way, when I go out, if I have a convenient pocket, it does have a clip, I think. And then I can listen to baseball or sports, or that I go out at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock to feed Tiny when it's too hot or I'm too tired. Or I come back from the store, I can listen to George Norrie or whatever. So, news, weather, the weather band. I like to listen to weather band. They have weather from Monterey and all kinds of areas around California. So, yeah, I got to open it up anyway. Let's do that. I'll demonstrate it on the radio later in a separate video and see if I can actually hear anything. I'll pick it up. I have this other scissor. It totally sucks at cutting even paper. This is a good one. Hello, Bellamy, Oscar, Penelope, Oreo, Harley, Marty Cat, and Top Cat, and hello, channel members, and hello, new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I'll get that number in a minute. It's really armored. I've been trying to go to take a nap all day. It's just too hot. And I can't do it this month, but I have 2 items coming in tomorrow. But next month, I'm going to go up to Home Depot after I measure this bed frame because my mattress keeps sliding off the bed. And the boards that hold everything up are sliding off the bed. See if I can get one gigantic board and then figure out if there's a way to drill some holes and put some bolts in to keep the board. There's half of it. Keep the board from sliding, and that's how I went up on the floor. I'm going to break this. Okay, hold on. It looked like pink candy. Bubble gum, that's what I was thinking. Come on, open up. Kathy was giving me grief because I'm wearing my sweats yesterday. I said, all my shorts either need washing or, given that I've lost well over 100 pounds, I have a little instruction manual here, and they keep falling all the way down to my ankles, which would be embarrassing. I went out because I'd been half naked. So don't give me any grief about it. You mean a paper neutral? You should go get some. Yeah, they're $24 at DXL, but I have to go in and get measured, and they're on the website, and I have to see if they'll fit. And I was looking at one site today, and they had shirts. They stopped at 2XL. And they had shorts. They stopped at 2XL. So even if I'm not overweight, I'm still a big person. I need bigger clothes. I also need a better scissor than this. All right, this is taking a lot of effort here. A little piece of plastic breaking off. Sorry about this, but I don't know where my X-Acto knife is, and I'm not going to cut my fingers and stab my hands over the years with over 6,000 videos. I don't feel like doing that today. Still worn out yesterday, went out in 88-degree heat. Like Kathy, she went out Thursday, her birthday in the heat. Then she went out yesterday. She said, never again. Well, and she went to go to Portugal. I'm in San Francisco. I have to stay at her house. There's no buses on Saturday morning until 8. No BART until 8 o'clock. Okay, finally got it out. Whew. Too hot to wear a long sleeve shirt either. I don't know where my shirt is I wore yesterday. Okay, I took it off. And now we have this. Oh, don't load on the floor. Look like cubies or something. Well, one just tried. One tried to escape. I'm gonna put that down there. One stuck on my hand. Okay. And then we got this. Okay, these are extras. They have little extra thingies here to put the and we will. This is all tied up. There's the part that goes in the radio. This goes in your ear, like so. I'll later on, when it cools off, I could be wearing them like an earring. Oh, just one ear headphone, manly, one earphone, whatever you call it. Okay, there we go. And then they separate, of course, up to a point. I used to use these in my iPods, and the problem is, after a while, the things would break, and then that'd be the end of it, and you throw them in the garbage. So now I can't hear anything with the stuff in my ear, but it's there. So I'll dig the radio out when it cools off and do a video on that. Let me put these somewhere. Put them in my quarter bucket. Okay, now let me look at the channel numbers. Thank you, new subscribers. 1,472,638 views, 18,265 subscribers. Ding, ding, ding. And let's see. I don't know if the thing does chat or no. There is a chat. Yes, there is a chat. Well, it's been a long. This is how I used to do stuff. And let's see. Anybody in chat? I don't know. And there's no. This is dumb. There's no bar to move the thing down. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's really dumb. What happened to the bar? I don't want to learn more. Learn about chat. And it's saying end stream edit, but I can't go up and down to chat, and there's nobody. What the hell? That's weird. Well, doing a live stream that isn't quite live, is it? 4 people are watching. Hello, 4 people who are watching. I guess nobody expects me to be live. I didn't either. I just thought I'd try the button that says go live. Or it's live, I'm going to be with a long sleeve shirt on, 82 degrees in here. Oh God, I did not go out to the credit union today. I was just too wiped. I woke up and had a pot pie for breakfast and coffee, and then another cup of coffee, and took a long shower. And I got all this stuff to throw out, and then I got laundry to do. I'll wait till about midnight to do laundry. As you can see, there's the sun blazing away. And tomorrow will be. They have a little radio up here. I wonder what that is all about. Oh, that's My Tuner. Okay, got My Tuner. That gives you Fox News and other stuff. Forgot about that. Okay, Pittsburgh, PA 78, Walnut Creek 91, Pleasant Hill 90, San Francisco 68. That's the place to be. Las Vegas 105, Phoenix 107, LA 81, Berkeley 71, Oakland 71, Lafayette, where Kathy used to live, 92, Concord, where I used to live, we used to live 92, no, Lafayette 89, Concord 92, London 69, Berlin 70, and whoops, hold on. And there's the weather. New York 81. And let's see, tomorrow will be 81, thank God, 79, 79, 74. So cool off at last. And we have wind, yes, definite wind. 20-mile-an-hour gusts. Yeah, earlier my door was banging, and let's see what Top Cat, and let's see what Kathy is. Mm-hmm. Okay, Kathy is at 94, 87, 86, 86, 82, 84. and 76 on Friday with 18-mile-an-hour winds. And then we'll look up Tim. Hi, Tim. Hello, Penelope and Oreo, or Oscar, I think. And Tim is, and he got his old style Underwood typewriter to work, which is cool. He has a really old manual typewriter. And there it's 72 with 6-mile-an-hour winds. But he's got straight 80s until next week, Sunday, when it's going to be 91. He gets a finally cooling trend on Monday with thunderstorms. They get a lot of thunderstorms in Boston. I had no idea. Oh, it's going to be rain on Tuesday. It's still going to be hot. That's nuts. All right, so there's your weather report. Okay, I don't know where anybody in chat is. So I'm going to finish this one. Thanks for watching. 15 minutes of talking to the screen. Okay, we have that. Then I'll do the other ones not so live. But I do like this, but where am I going to put it? But it was relatively inexpensive. So, okay, have a great day. Stay definitely cool. Stay safe, stay hydrated, stay dry. Get out of the sun, watch the shade, and don't have the calendar hit you on the head. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, and if I can figure out how to turn this off, bye-bye for now. See you later. Thanks for watching.